What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? GM. Everyone, welcome back to another Market Mates episode. My wife told me last night that I speak way too quickly. So I really need to make an effort to slow down. So I do apologize for speaking so fast. And it's wild because Craig, I watch videos on 2x, 1.75x speed too. So that's probably what I get used to. And then I'm probably like, and I just have so much in my brain that I want to get out, So I do apologize, chat, for speaking so fast all the time. Rizuka, back days, legend. So good to have you on the show again. Craig, mate, jam to you. Bitcoin noodling here at 62.5. We had a huge collapse in the S&P 500. Over 1 trillion wiped out in the US stock market today. Just for context, that's nearly half of Bitcoin just gone instantaneously. Isn't that wild to think about? We got a bit of news. The US Senate passing a bill for the Federal Reserve, creating a central bank digital currency. The Senate to release crypto tax legislation as early as fall 2026. Ripple receives preliminary MiCA approval to offer regulated crypto payments across Europe. We obviously have Bitcoin volatility. $10 billion of options expire this week, hence the title. Therefore, a very volatile day is inbound later this week. We've got a lot of people still talking about certain articles like what happens to Bitcoin and crypto if the Clarity Act misses its deadline. We're going to touch on cards, which I've taken a bit of profit on cards, and Arthur Hayes is my exit liquidity. So can't wait to talk about that in the sponsored segment with FOMO later in the show. And then obviously, as always, we'll be looking at the charts in real time and talking about, everything in crypto and AI and what's sort of happening. So Craig, jam to you, legend. How are you, mate? How's things this morning? Bit of a cool snap in the little southeast corner of Queensland. So my dog's literally sitting down here. I wish I could show you guys, but he's literally sitting down here right now, fully passed out. He's got a coat on. He's sleeping on a blanket, and I put a blanket on top of him. Man, he is the king of this household, Craig, I tell you. He's just sitting there being the king, and I bound down to him. So, jam to you, mate. How are you going this morning?
GM Greeny, GM everyone, G over in the States. How are you? What's up, Poet Babe? What's up, Justin? What's up, Rizuka? Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for pulling up chat. Yeah, dude, I'm good. You are a fast talker, dude. You are quite fast. It cracks me up sometimes. I listen to 1.25 speed, but I can see you going 1.75, 1.7, whatever. That's unreal, actually. Some people, it's just so fast. You'd be crazy on 1.7, man. Jesus.
Dude, I'd be crazy on 2. I'd be so crazy.
Like chipmunk, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'll tell you what some good news is that I found yesterday when I was shopping at the supermarket. Not that I went in. Makona. This should be a sponsored. It's coffee with protein in, man. They're doing coffee.
Oh, wow.
This is phenomenal. This would be a chemical shitstorm, guys. Caramel latte. Beautiful, man. Hot or
What's
cold.
it got in it, though? Is it got some bad things in it?
Oh, yeah, man. It's going to have all the bad stuff. Let's see. Chemical shitstorm. Stabilizers, emulsifiers. All good for you, this stuff, man, apparently, they tell me. But yeah, it's certainly not home. Yeah, it's probably not homegrown. This will be made in some chemical lab. But the good news is I've got my coffee. It's caramel flavored and it's got protein because I'm on a health kick. Not that that's healthy. It's just I want my protein. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. So there you go, guys. If you want to do a sponsored post, Makona, get hold of us. We're open for sponsorship spots on coffee. Wouldn't mind a coffee partner, Greenie, actually. That would be great.
Well, I'm still waiting for Colgate to get back to us, Craig, about our beautiful white teeth on the stream.
Yeah, I know. They should. But no, I'm good. The weather is cold. My dog just he's cuddled up somewhere as well. All the dogs are cuddled up. But yeah, dude, I saw, just going back to the news, Bitcoin had a little bit of a dippy dip, and then the equities market had a big dip. I think it was Korea had a massive dip.
Yeah.
So we can go over all that. So maybe we're seeing signs of that side of the market starting to cool over, roll over, cool off. Start to go into, I don't know, I'm hesitant to say go into a bear. I am, but yeah, interesting signs.
Oh, I don't know. We can talk about that. We'll look at the charts. Yeah, we'll look at the charts. And on the health kick, Craig, back-to-back 6 a.m. wake-ups for me in my household and for the dog walk this morning. And I went for a little 3K run last night at 6:30.
Oh, run.
Fresh, and I nailed it. Very happy about that. It's been a long time since gone for a run. A few weeks, if not a month or so. Dude, I miss.
Do you get wrecked from runs? Do your joints and that get pretty busted from it?
Nah, I'm pretty good, bro. I mean, I've been agile my whole life, luckily. So, I mean, it's what ruined me was going overseas. That's what really ruined my, like, I was playing social sport. I did a triathlon before we went overseas.
That's right,
Got back, and I was like smashing, like, I mean, you smash beers, you smash all the food overseas, right?
It's burgers and fries and pizza.
Exactly, bro.
Right?
I mean, you try everything. All the desserts and everything as well. In Europe's crazy. And then anyways, you get home and then you lose routine. You don't have any motivation anymore. So it's good to get back to early wake ups. Honestly, bro, I'm in bed by 9 to 9:30, reading every night, wake up at 6. I mean, I'm a changed man to what I was even 2 years ago. But the one thing that's lacking is being food and exercise. So I am very keen, Craig. Next week we move into the new house. It's probably going to give me a new sense of motivation as well. And it's Greeny still 13. I mean, bro, I mean, the Mo gives me a little bit of an edge, a little bit more of an edge. But I mean, Cryo, like I would love, dude, take me back to being even 25, man. It's crazy that period between 25 and now I'm 31, like that period between there, it just went way too fast. And I'm lucky. My body's been pretty good. My body has been pretty good. I do miss playing a bit more sports, so I'm keen to get back into bike riding actually. So and cycling and stuff, but definitely keen to. You just feel good, bro. You sleep good, you exercise, you get up early, routine.
Exercise is the key, man.
So good,
it's
bro.
A lifesaver for me. It's exercise for me has changed my life, saved my life probably. So I'm a big fan.
And shout out to Cairo for joining us again. It's been a minute since I've seen you on the show, bro. So thanks for tuning in, mate. Hopefully you're doing well. Justin, good to see you. MiceMeat, good to see you. Keegan, good to see you. There's heaps of people on the chat today. I'd love to see it. Lots to talk about today.
Keegan is sporting a very nice Gucci Grail.
Very similar to yours, yeah.
Yeah, my old one. That's the old Gucci. That's the old Gucci collab, which are very cool. You can tell by the sunnies on it and the shirt. So I've got a couple of those still in my back pocket. Keegan, we're probably down about 95% there. We're probably due a pump on those those bloody things. That's actually a Figgy thing. We should get. Where's Figgy? Pump my bags, Figgy. But Cryoheart, good to have you here. I don't know how to. If I read that name, bro, yeah. I think I read. You know what I read? Shark.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did.
I don't know if that's how you mean to read it.
I think that's the tongue in cheek. Like I genuinely think that's what you're supposed to say. That's why I don't say it.
Welcome to the show. He's always good for a few what's the word? A bit of banter and a bit of
strong opinions.
Yes, very strong. He's strong. I was thinking a little about you and I picked it up, to be honest. Yeah, I used to love those Gucci Grails. But now on with the show, Greeny. How's them?
Well, here we go. So
as we said, well done.
As we did, that full transition. Love to see it. We got a big red sea of just capitulation across the board. Nvidia down 4%, Google down 1%, MU, which is Micron, down 13%, Tesla down 6%, AMD down 6%, Intel down 6%, Oracle down 5%. A big capitulation event, over $1 trillion. GM to you, Hugo. Good to see you, legend. $1 trillion gone, Craig. That's literally like half of all of crypto market cap, which is wild to think about. Just gone from the stock market. It just shows you how still early you are in the infancy of crypto, relative to the wealth of the stock market. And this is, just the S&P 500. This isn't even the Korean one, which we'll bring up very shortly as well. But Craig, like you just said, look, there are signs for me that we are starting to turn towards a full bear market now for all assets, okay? And that's on the back of the US dollar. And we've been saying it for a while. That's on the back. Like we spoke about the Mag 7 turning over a few months ago. And then obviously we had that ridiculous pump. And if we do come back and have a look at the charts, like let me zoom out a little bit. Probably in this reader. Like we had this structure here that fell over and then we set another high. But now we have technically a distribution above a lot of highs. Okay, this is the Mag 7. So this is let me pull it up and make it a little bit bigger for you guys. There we go. So now you have a swing failure distribution at the top, which means ultimately we probably are ready to rumble. But it's this one here, Craig, that is really interesting for me. It is the US dollar. It is expanding for the first time, breaking above key levels that we have not seen since 2022. Okay. So if we come and have a look here, look at this expansion here. Yeah, no, we'll go the month. Monthly, it should be nice and clean. All right. So I wrote about this. I tweeted about this. And this is bad for risk on assets because ultimately what happens here is if you see an expansion in the dollar, it means that people are rotating into the dollar. You back that with US dominance, USDT, so Tether and USDC dominance going up in crypto. Both of them are up 2% today, Craig. What we note is that people are favoring cash over equities, over gold, over crypto, over everything at this stage. And then you obviously can take it one step further and be like, well, what are the 10 in the 30-year and the 5-year bonds are doing? They're currently steady at the moment. But ultimately, if you see the US dollar expand, the last time we saw this, 2022, that was a bear market year. And into 2023, that was a bear market year for equities, for metals, for crypto. So I honestly, this is breaking key structure here on a monthly close, which we get literally in about 7 days' time. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a drastic correction in most markets for maybe not the remainder, but for the next few months in 2026, Greg, which makes me very excited. Hey, I don't get very excited these days for much, guys, but what I do get excited about is opportunities in markets. And we aren't far away, in my opinion, for an opportunity holistically across risk on assets. And I think later this year, I think end of Q3, start of Q4 or into Q4, very good opportunities. I think, Craig, long term, I want to pick up some gold. I probably want to buy S&P 500. And obviously, I'm going to be buying some Bitcoin and stuff as well in the crypto industry. And then I'm just going to sit pretty for the next 3 to 5 years and probably walk away with some pretty life-changing opportunities. So seeing the US dollar expand, Craig, in alignment with obviously a capitulation, you could call it, $1 trillion gone in the S&P 500. What are your thoughts here?
My thoughts, first and foremost, is I'd like to welcome my equity friends into what it's like to have a bit of red on your chart, man. So welcome to the bear market, guys. We've been waiting. I've been looking forward to you joining us. So hello. We've been here for a little while now. Hello, guys. It's Red. This is what it feels like to go down. Nah, this is yeah, look, this is markets marketing. We've been bringing up a few data points for quite some time, saying looks like this is going to go down, and people are like, no, it never goes down like property. You're an idiot. It only goes up. And I'm like, it doesn't. But yeah, anyway, look further back in time than a decade or two, and you'll see. But yeah, I'm the same as you, dude. I'm looking forward to getting to some of these, and I wrote it in GTG. So one of the benefits of being at this time of the market is that we're probably going to get some pretty good entries. Entries that we may not have seen for quite some time. They may not. I don't mean they'll be as low as the 2008 entries. I just mean comparatively, 2 decades later, where prices have been sitting to what they might be in the next year. I think they're going to be lower in a year than they are now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe buying some equities, probably getting into some more gold. I got into gold in 22, sold it in 23, 24.
A little bit early.
Yeah, it was a bit early. I needed the money, unfortunately. So only invest money you can afford to lose is probably the lesson there. But no, I needed the money, unfortunately, so I had to sell a bit early. But that's one of the benefits of holding things like that is when you need money, you then have an asset you could sell, and it was up almost 2x, I think, back then. Silver as well, specifically, I sold a lot of.
Yeah, so I think lots of opportunities.
Yeah, so for me, it's like the whole chessboard gets reset, and you get to look at it again from a top-down view and go, okay, where would I like to allocate now? I reckon that's really cool. So it's like all the pieces get reset, and we look around and go, okay, I can put a bit there and a bit there and a bit there and a bit there. Whereas I've been a little bit worried to do that. I've wanted to get into this it's funny. I wanted to get into this for the last 2 years, and I didn't, because I thought we're heading towards the top of all markets. And then this equities market just ran red hot for like an extra year on top of crypto, which was a bummer. Hugo.
Like I bought the tariff dip. Like I bought the tariff dip in April last year, but I took profits. It went up like 50 or 45% in a very short period. And I was like, you know what? That's insane for the largest asset class in the world. I'll take profits here. Then it went on and ripped even higher, and I could have walked away with a 2x in like 6 months, which is just nuts. But it is what it is. Look, profit is profit. As I say publicly, I don't really care. Like I'll take profit. I'm happy to sell into green candles. I don't really care if I miss a topping move. I've taken profit, and that's the goal that I'm setting out for the trade or the investment strategy that I'm trying to do. Clipsy, what's up, legend? Good to see you on the show as well. How's my morning walk? Again, good, bro. Back-to-back days. I said it before at the start of the stream. Feeling good. Feeling good. It gives me time to then. Yeah, I went for a run last night, so tonight I'll maybe do a bit of a gym workout. So yeah, it gives you time in the evenings. Definitely. So no, it's a good habitual habit that I'm hopefully trying to get into. Hugo, you read my mind. We will bring up the Korea market tank due to the tax. Yes, I will bring that up. Because that's definitely a reason for a wider correction. But the first one, Craig, we have $10 billion in options expiring on Friday. Well, this is April, but I'm pretty sure it's in on Friday again. I was trying to find the article. I couldn't find an actual article. But anyways, we do have expiry in crypto options expiring this week. So definitely something to keep on the radar. They do expire this week, Craig. So basically, it just means that the derivative contracts reach their deadlines, at which point they are either exercised if profitable or expire worthless. This event triggers an automatic cash settlement on most major exchanges, meaning traders receive payouts based on the difference between the strike price and the market price without transferring actual cryptocurrency. So increased volatility is inbound later this week for crypto. But the big news, as Hugo has alluded to, South Korea has proposed taxing unrealized gains. Lawmakers from multiple parties debate the proposal amid a sharp sell-off in the Korean market today, down 10%, Craig. A corrective move of 10%. So not only do you have $1 trillion moving out of the S&P 500, you also have the Kospi, which is the Korean market, collapsing 10%. The Netherlands tried almost this exact policy 4 months ago. Dude, if you lived in I've never been to South Korea, but I've heard it's a lovely country. I'm sorry, but if Australia or a country like wherever you lived decided to tax unrealized gains, I'm fucking gone, bro. What's the fucking point? Seriously, what is the point? How intrusive is your, dude, it just makes me angry. Obviously, I can't even get the words out. That's how angry it makes me. How the hell are you supposed to get ahead in life? How the hell can you get ahead in life? Seriously, Australia's already getting
if
down
you're
that.
full time, bro. If you're full time and this is your job like ours, diabolical.
You're
It'll be
gone.
diabolical. Because it's like, okay, we see you're up on Bitcoin now. We want you to pay some capital gains tax on it. What if you don't sell and it ends up dipping and you end up getting wrecked? And you're like, hang on, I need that. I mean, I guess you get a refund or a tax return, but like, it's not your money in your hands at that time, is it? It's better in your pocket than theirs. So yeah, not a big fan, bro. Not a big fan at all.
How do they even manage that? Like, that's the logistical
robbery. It's absolute robbery at the highest level.
Is it on you as the taxpayer to be like declaring it, or like?
Yeah,
surely,
I'm up. Here's some money.
Yeah, hey guys, take my money. I'm up. Hey, bro. Hey, my ape's actually up. Like, take some money off me, thanks. And then it goes down next month. So do I get my money back? No, that's not how it works.
Because it's unrealized, though. Where's the money meant to come from? Like, you've got this pot of money on the side that, like, you know what I'm saying? What if you put 100 grand into Bitcoin? It's all your money, all 90%. It goes up 2x, and then they're like, you got to pass tax. Yeah, but you haven't sold. So you're like, how do I pay you that? I don't have the income. I just
wild, dude.
I just don't understand how it would work. And it doesn't work because it's not right or fair. Like when they say, okay, you're up 2x, you ask 100 grand, and you're like, oh, I don't have it because I haven't sold. And they're like, well, find it. You're like, well, I can't. Like, anyway, I don't.
That's a very valid question. Very valid question. Like, and that you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. Like, that's particularly as a person. Like, if you're a business, maybe, but if you shouldn't have to do that if you're a personal taxpayer.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. And I know Australia teased this last year. They teased it. They put it in the media. They did a bit of an A/B test. They saw how we'd react. It actually went to Parliament for a moment, whatever you call it. It went to the House and it got rejected pretty quickly. Yeah. I think that'd be political suicide. But do they care? Labor didn't seem to care about political suicide recently.
Well, look at him. Labor just partnered with the Greens and ticked over the super stuff too. So it affects, I think it's commercial. No, commercial isn't impacted, but I think if you own residential property in a super, you no longer can borrow money. So if you want to buy a residential property via your self-managed super fund in Australia, you no longer can, because that was going to be a tax advantage based on the situation.
But you can buy commercial.
I believe so. Yes, you still can. Yes, or borrow money to buy commercial.
Got you. Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
is interesting. I mean, Australia, yeah, dude, they just like stop fucking with the system. Like
Like,
seriously,
yeah, I
like
just feel like this all feels very complicated. Like, can't we just go back to some normal tax brackets? Like,
oh, well, I mean, the whole tax bracket situation, like this is why Australia pays the most tax in the world, nearly because our tax brackets are broken. Like, no matter what, we pay the most amount of tax at certain rates of
yeah,
salary. Like in America, I've spoken about this previously. In America, the top tax bracket's like up to, I don't know, 500, 600K. Our top tax bracket's literally about 190K. If as soon as you tick over that, you're at the
not that
top.
hard to hit. It's the
Dude,
problem.
it's not,
Like,
I mean, in this day and age, the average income for most jobs sits at around six figures, which means you pay about 32.5%
yeah,
tax from
that's
memory.
right.
You go up above 135K, it's 37.5, and then obviously that 50K difference to 190 pushes you to 45% tax,
Which
which is
is really tough, especially when you know what is really tough. It's a double header. It's tax being high, and then cost of living going up so fast. That's where it
inflation.
falls. Inflation, correct. That's where it falls apart. The system kind of works in Australia until inflation gets rampant, and then we fucking get
Yeah.
smoked because we've got not because we give away up to half our income. We don't have massive reserves. The government's meant to be the ones holding the reserves, right? For us, because we can't be trusted. Thus, we have a superannuation and things like that because we can't be trusted with our own money. That's another conversation. Why can they be trusted? They seem to F up all the time. Hmm. That's a chat
Well,
for
I
another
mean,
day,
to
but
add fuel to that,
makes me mad.
rental and mortgage increasing prices over the last 2 decades in
Yeah.
Australia are astronomical, up multiple X's. So,
Yeah, 'cause the housing market. So if the houses go up 2x, rent's got to go up 2x
yeah,
because the mortgage is up 2x. So the person who bought the house as
and
the business has to then charge an appropriate rate. It's like I know
so
people. Our house, bro. Just quickly, our house would be renting out for upwards of close to $1,000 a week, which
that's
is
nuts, bro. I mean, so is this house we pay
that's a lot.
875. We pay 875 a week at the moment. Like that's a lot. Four-bedroom house, 10 minutes to the beach.
Yeah. Like you think about it, right? You're like, okay, 50K, 55K a year. You've got to be making 55K a year just to be able to rent this house.
Just rent, just rent, just
That's not
rent.
power, phone, food. So you're probably needing about 100K, I reckon, in Australia
Oh, more.
to to be able to rent and probably eat baked beans and bread. Like
Insurance,
no car
cars,
probably.
all of this stuff, right? Yeah. I
And
mean,
then they're
to
like public transport's 50 cents, guys. Yeah. And you're like, that's not helping,
it
man.
doesn't work outside capital cities. Like unless you're in
Yeah.
Brisbane or something, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Doesn't
Um,
help.
no, it's very interesting this whole situation. I mean, like just for context, like everyone's like, "Oh, Greeny, you don't have to live where you live." Well, yeah, of course, but I mean, there's not opportunities for my wife to go to job. Like we struggled to get an opportunity for her up where we
It's
currently are, let
hard at the
alone in
moment
a
to get
capital
work.
city.
Very
Um,
tough.
and then the further catalyst to that is well, context, right? We're paying in Brisbane, we were paying for a shitty two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment
Oh,
with
yeah.
other people on a main road. We're paying 660 a week. So we figured an extra $150 a week, or whatever it is, $175 extra a week for a four-bedroom house, 10 minutes to the beach. God damn,
Way
we'll
better.
take that opportunity, right?
Way
So like
better. That's an investment in yourselves there as well,
exactly,
150 a week. Yeah.
exactly. And that's so we're about to move into our house that we bought.
That's
And
right. Yeah, that's
we're
amazing,
next
dude.
week. So, like, just to comment on that specifically, like, for the first time ever, I actually feel okay to spend, like, say, 5 to 10 grand to fix up a few things. So, like, get a new dishwasher, get a new oven, get a new stovetop, get some electricians in to sort out electrical power points. It's like, well, not only are you reinvesting for the first time in your own
Yeah.
selves and your own well-being and your own day-to-day life living, but that house is now your house, right? So, in theory, adding extra new things makes it more valuable as well. So it's a weird
Yes.
dynamic because I've rented for like 12 years now. It's so weird to think for the first time, oh shit, wait, as soon as these tenants move out of our house next week, that's our
You can
house
do
now.
what you
We can
want.
just
You can
go over and
paint
do
it.
whatever we want. We don't
Yeah.
have to do an entry report, don't have to do an exit report, don't have to like call them up and say, or don't have to have inspections and they come and intrude in your fucking house every months. Like it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's Australia, like the Australian property. But it's yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited to own a house. I own a house, but it's so excited to live in a house that I own.
Yeah, it'll be nice to walk in and park yourself in the lounge, watch some sport on a Friday night, put your feet up and be like, this is mine. It is a
Yeah.
really you know what, dude? It's a great feeling. And when I bought mine, I was stoked, man. It's kind of like a coming of age. It really is. It's like having a
Yeah.
kid. It's like getting married. It's one of those. You don't have to do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, for me personally,
Well,
it was a
yeah.
big moment, and it changed my mindset as well.
From a
And
liquidity. Sorry, yeah. You can,
yeah. And I had this asset now that was like, and what you said's right. It was like, okay, I want to make this place comfortable for me. So you put money in, but you put money. It's great because you're putting money in to make it exactly how you want it. And aesthetically, if you can improve it, the value goes up quite tremendously. So, like, we've done quite a few renos here. Our house is completely different. Like, it was a brick house. We've got, it's like, it looks like a
rendered?
Queenslander now. Yeah,
Yeah.
timber
Yeah.
slats. It looks sick, bro. So we pretty much made it look like a Queenslander, and we spent a bit back then. But bro, it's crazy. About 8 years ago, we spent probably 50 grand. To do it now would probably cost upwards of 150 just for the
Mhm.
price of materials and everything now. So just the material price is almost 3x. I couldn't actually afford to do the reno I did 8 years ago now. So,
Mhm.
and then also
Yeah.
the value
Wow.
that put on. So that 50 grand I spent then is now worth 150 to 200. So I've
Mhm.
tripled the reno money I spent. This was the first bull market. That's where some of my money went. And then, yeah, so in a way, it's like, it's quite cool because you're like, I mean, it can go down too, by the way. So this is a different conversation. Now the property market might go down. So the renos you do might actually decrease in value. But over
Depends where you live.
time,
I agree on that point, and I do think a lot of Australia property is already I mean, look at Melbourne, look at Sydney.
your capital
They're
cities
top-ish.
are, but not
Yeah.
you, I don't think.
No,
Not me so
we
much.
I live yeah, I know, like, yeah, we're not obviously not gonna dox where we live, but we live in very premium locations, and I really don't think our houses will go to the downside. If anything, they'll go sideways and
Yeah,
arguably probably creep up because of
that's
just
what I think.
purely particularly, like, me being north of Brisbane, less supply, and I think that's the biggest lesson too, is, like, where I'm situated, there's not really plans for more development. So
That's
and
great.
it's like one of the hottest spots in the whole country to live. So naturally, you got to think, well, it's going to continue to grow
It's
and
probably where
have
big
pressure.
city people will end up moving to, which is what we
Oh,
saw in
100%.
COVID as
If they
well, because
can.
everyone's remote
Yeah.
working now. So same with Gold Coast. That's why we pump so hard, because everyone in Melbourne and Sydney want to get out of there.
Yeah. They're
And
sick
that's
of the
why their
weather and the
property
climate.
prices are going
Exactly.
down, part of the
Exactly.
reason why.
Yeah.
So, geez, to live, I mean, I know, not to go too much about property, but it does affect the rest of the market. But you look at Sydney and Melbourne, they're already on a decline property
Yeah.
price wise. They have been for about a year. I think Melbourne's been copping it in the richer, like Toorak, is it? There's some quite wealthy areas
Oh,
in Melbourne.
the wealthy north of 2.5 million houses, they're slowed
Yeah.
right down. Like there's no buyers for that market at the moment.
That'll
Yeah.
be us next bull run, brother. We'll be scooping up those cheap homes, Greeny. Mrs. Greeny's going to be so stoked when you're in a
Oh,
$5
bro,
million
I don't
mansion.
even know. I hope I can. Nah, I mean, I've got a lot to. I mean, I got yeah. Look, my situation's quite complex, so
Yeah,
um,
that probably feels about 10 steps too far for you at the moment. Get
yeah.
into your new place first, eh? Get that going, and then
I mean, if you own a house outright, sick, bro. Like that's the goal, obviously. But
yeah.
I'm just so Kix commented on something recently, which really was a good point. I
Uh,
want to see if I can find the tweet. Yeah, here we go. All right. So, obviously this is America, but it's apparent in Australia as well. This is the amount of municipal government. So, what this basically means is there has been a lack of actual new cities and new towns being built across Western society. So everyone always goes, "Well, why don't you just move out a couple of cities?" Well, one, there's no jobs. Two,
yeah.
there's like it's harder to get fuel, it's harder to get groceries, blah 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 blah. And three, there's been no new infrastructure for us to actually see potential opportunities outside of these main attractions. And that's in America, that's in Australia. I'm sure it's in the UK. UK, obviously, a lot older, so probably doesn't really have that much room to expand. But I thought this was fascinating. I thought this was such an interesting insight. It's a perspective I never really thought about is, well, they're not exactly going out of their way to build a new town or to build a new city. Like, you don't see the Labor government going out and be like, you know what? Capital cities are getting a bit too demanding. You know what? Let's go build a fucking town out here, like an hour away in the north or something. You know, like it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
interesting. I thought very interesting perspective.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's interesting, isn't it? Nah, they've just kind of focused their infrastructure more in a city, haven't they? Like like I guess that's where they get the most out of the tax slaves is in the
Trans-
city.
Transport is a big one, right? That's a big
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
They want you close to your office, walk to work, catch a bus, work for 10 hours, 12 hours a day, go home, pay your tax, don't cause trouble, die.
Pay premium rent or mortgage in a capital city, pay expensive fuel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's
Makes
I
the
mean, hey,
movie The Matrix just all make sense for me, man. Like,
you know how do we battle this? We make more money, and that's the
yes,
key.
that's
So
actually the
I think
answer because I've battled this for years. I obviously get into my conspiracy theories, and I sort of feel when you've been on this planet long enough, they don't become conspiracy theories anymore. They become truth, man. And I realized a long time ago, no one's coming to save me, man. Only I can save myself. So that's why I got into crypto to save my family, and it's doing a good job so far. Actually, hasn't saved us yet, but certainly if I was working corporate, bro, God, I'd be a shell of a man. I wouldn't be having fun on a 9 a.m. That's for sure, man. Like I'd be sitting in a room waiting for my boss to come in and give me some report that I had to do, like waiting for the tap on the shoulder and a performance review. And oh my God, like imagine those days again. Oh, no thanks, Greenie.
I mean, like, I miss being a teacher. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and it's so funny. Like, everyone's like, oh, like you, like everyone's like, oh, why do you run a trading group and blah blah. It's like I genuinely want to help people. It's like shut the fuck up. Like that's bullshit. Everyone says that. It's like no, well, I have a qualification in education because I actually care. I worked at a childcare before that for 5 years. So I worked at a primary after school care for 5 years.
Oh,
Then was
yeah,
a
the little
teacher.
preps and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So I've been in the education industry for 10 years. Now in crypto, 3 years education. Okay, I think I've proven for the last 13 years that I actually care about helping people out. Usually it was previously in sport or science, obviously, and now it's obviously in crypto and trading and understanding charts and all those sorts of things and trends and narratives. So look, I actually care. And I do miss teaching because of the social aspects of colleagues and obviously the feedback you get from students and stuff like that. It's always quality. But it is what it is. But no, you are right. Like I don't miss the cap of I mean a steady income would dude, I miss that. But outside that, that's about it. So
It was nice checking your bank account every Thursday,
you
Wednesday, or
just do
whenever
it.
your
You just
funds come
every
in.
repeat. Okay, and it's like okay, well every as you say every Thursday. Let's take that as a
Everyone
hypothetical.
goes and gets lunch, because they've got
Yeah.
money that day. The office is like,
Or it's
"Who's
like
getting
okay,
lunch?"
so allocate $100 to Bitcoin this week and $50 to
Yeah,
Ethereum this
yeah,
week. That's literally how I started in
yeah.
2019 in the bear
Same.
cycle. It's very different now. It's very now I'd probably overtrade to be
Bro, I
honest.
remember my mate coming in, he's multimillionaire now, and I've told this story before, coming into the gym office. I used to work in a gym, for those who don't know. So I was the same as Greenie. I've always mostly been in industry. I help people. And I was there for about a decade. And I remember a guy called Adam Sullivan. I don't know if people know that name. If you look him up, he's done quite well in fitness, probably one of the biggest in the world. He was buying Ethereum, I remember, $300. Coming in and talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I remember thinking, what is this crazy dude talking about? What is this Ethereum? This is probably a decade ago,
Mhm.
about there, it feels like. He's ended up making a lot of money on it. I think he did quite well on XRP, but it's so funny thinking about me back then in an office, in a gym, someone coming in talking about Ethereum at 300, me being like, this sounds stupid. Fast forward a decade, I'm literally now talking to you guys live on stream about crypto.
It is
Wow.
wild, bro.
The world
It's like
moves crazy fast.
it's the same as like I mean
Like, what
a
am I
lot of my
doing in the seat, bro? What am I doing here?
it's
Like, I shouldn't
crazy.
be here, but I'm here, and it's amazing. And I just want to actually, that's probably a good time to come in and say thanks for everyone for tuning in. I appreciate you guys giving us a job that we never had, that I never thought would
Yeah.
be a job. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, like that's so true. Yeah, it's crazy to think about. A lot of people always said, "Greenie, you're the crypto bro. You shill it too much." Blah 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 blah. And then hey, well, look, it's changed my life. I now work in this industry full time. Like I love that, and it's been a long journey. I've had so many up and downs.
Takes a
But
lot to
yeah,
survive to
so
this point,
privileged.
man.
I am so privileged, and
We
thank
are we
you.
are very pro. We actually, you know what? As much as you and I give Australia a hard time at the moment about the tax and that, we're also very fortunate to live in a country where we can literally buy a camera for $100 or whatever it costs, put some lights up, jump on stream, talk about crypto, and end up making it a job. And I don't want to call it a job. It's kind of like, I don't know what this is really. It's different though. Job
It's
feels
a
like a
hobby.
weird
It's a
word.
passion. It's a job that is
It's
a
a
passion.
passion. Passion's
Yeah,
the
that's
best word for me, because job seems almost negative sometimes.
yeah.
I don't think, and that's probably the downside. Greensley, I love you, Greensley. um, People, I remember a long time ago, wealthy people said to me, find a job that doesn't feel like work. And I never
Mm,
understood that. And I always thought this was something you got out of a book and like some self-help thing. And then you sometimes you end up finding your passion. And if you can monetize it,
mm.
wowee. The only downside is you end up working too hard, working too many hours, and you can blow
Well, that's
yourself apart.
exactly, dude.
That's
It's you don't
that's
clock
the risk.
off. Like my wife gets angry at me for scrolling on my phone at 9 p.m. at night, and
That's
gets
what it
angry at
was
me
last night working.
at six
Just couldn't
a.m. this
help it. I
morning.
was just in a rhythm.
Yeah, and 6 a.m. this morning, I'm like, well, I needed like I'm in some trades, but two, I'm also curious about what happened overnight. Like it's you're on the pulse 100% of the time, which I love, which I also hate. So
It's an addiction, and it's a good. It can be. You've got to keep a good eye on yourself, don't you? In this gig, Keegan, what are two of your best trades over the years?
yeah,
What
well,
would
hold on. Keegan said just finished 15th year
sorry?
teacher 2 weeks ago. Congrats, Keegan.
Oh,
That's a huge effort. Are you quitting or are you still going?
good
I
on you,
commend you
dude.
for keeping on going because I miss it, but I was also capped financially, capped. Like you don't really have much direction unless you want more pressure, more stress, more responsibility. It's like, I don't know if I really want that for an extra 20 grand a year.
Yeah, my
Um,
sister, my sister's a school principal.
oh wow, yeah. So that's right at the
Yeah, I've
top, right?
seen her rise. I've seen her rise, and I've seen the work.
Yeah.
Not for me, not for me. But then she'd look at me doing this and go, "Not for me."
Not for
You know what
her.
I mean? Like,
Exactly. Well, like, I mean, shout out to Nico as well, who started a new job recently, who's a member in GTG.
oh
And
yeah,
he
cool.
he was like, Greeny, how do you speak in front of a camera? Like I was doing like an application and an interview and all this sorts of stuff. I was like,
It's
honestly, bro,
weird,
it's
eh?
teaching gave me so many skills. Same for you probably in the gym, right? Dealing with people,
Yeah,
being okay to be a spokesperson because you know what you're talking about. You're trying to help other people do it. And then I shared my first ever video, and I'm so awkward, bro, because it's the first time you ever spoke on camera in a crypto sense, and I'm so awkward. It's like I'm like, oh hey guys, yeah. I was like, yeah.
it is
Yeah.
weird looking back and seeing what you were like. And I think one of the beautiful things about you and me in this gig, not to harp on about ourselves too much, was I feel like I fell into this by mistake. And that's sometimes the best way to find a passion or a role for yourself is that I started trading. I was really enthusiastic. I wanted to make a real go of it. I was so thirsty for knowledge, right? And I just fell into this position. And sometimes I think I feel like I am where I'm meant to be.
Mm,
And that's a really fortunate thing to be able to say, because for a long time I could not say that. Like, I
yeah,
just didn't feel like that was the thing. Even though I
yeah,
love PT, I could just tell I wasn't my ability to impact enough people wasn't enough. It
yeah,
was because I was doing one-on-ones. You just can't impact enough people.
yeah.
Doing this, you can impact the world. It's amazing, dude.
Millions.
Mr.
As I
Beast 2.0. Let's go.
oh, dude.
We talk
Well,
about the market, Greeny. Should we talk about
according
the
to my
market?
shorts, well, Craig, my shorts on YouTube are telling me no. My TikTok's flagged me as I don't know. My content's not myself apparently, so it's not even pushing it out anymore. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? So all these platforms, bro, they have to juggle with. But yeah, no, I do. I do. I get excited. I am excited. It's also like that's the other thing, Craig. Like I want to create content now, but I also don't want to create content now. I could easily be right now slamming fucking ads like another person in Australia is. Um,
Yeah, I've seen a
and
few
and
ads going up lately.
oh, bro,
A
I could
lot.
be slamming ads, but I'm like, I also don't like. I don't one want to spend that money. Two, I don't. What my like everything I've achieved has always been organic. It's now like I've never paid for shit. I edit my own videos. I mainly do my own thumbnails, or my wife used to do my own thumbnails. Like
Mhm.
I've never really paid. Like sure, if you want to expand and be bigger and better, probably you need to have a team, you need to have more money, all that sort of stuff. But like I don't know. I find it weird. Like I don't mind the idea of advertising and stuff, but I also find it cheating. And I'm like, well, hold
Mm.
on. If your product isn't good enough,
Yep.
then like pushing it out to other people to sell it as it is better, like is kind of like, well, not really. I don't know. You get my point, but like
I
I don't know.
do.
It's
I do. I felt
something
the
I'm
same. Like, I felt the same when I was on YouTube and I started putting a little bit of money behind some of the shorts back in my early days to get a bit of a boost. And
traction. Yeah,
it did feel like I was cheating the video game. Because I look at it like like a video game, right? And you've got money's your lives, and
yeah,
obviously attention is kind of your powers, I guess, or what you're trying to achieve. But yeah, it did feel a little bit like cheating, but it does help. Money helps for sure. Money helps for sure. But when you're on a shoestring budget in a bear market, you got to do the work yourself. And
yeah.
yeah, Greeny and I are working very hard. Silver, bro, looks diabolical. It
Well,
looks
yeah.
shite.
Silver, as Cairo said, this is looking like it's breaking structure, and it coincides with everything. Like we said, the US dollar goes
Yep.
up. I mean, Gold's lost key levels as well. It's heading back to a golden pocket from its swing low as well. Also a higher golden pocket all the way back down here from its ultimate sort of zone as well. Like I would love to see that, like a pullback all the way back down to 3,000s. We'll have to wait and see. But in alignment with obviously Bitcoin and stuff and the ASX and the S&P 500, there's a greater market correction going on in real time right now. SanDisk down 13% today, Craig. Is the top in? Is the top in here? We got a bit of a gap up here. So usually gaps usually do get filled. So wait and see. But yeah, it's an interesting time in the market across the board as Bitcoin looks to potentially break up from the golden pocket retest as well. Look, Keegan asked about our two best trades. So before we go back into some of the articles and do our little sponsored segment with FOMO, I'll let you go first. What are your top two trades? Like let's go like the last few couple of years. Like where did you make the most amount of cash?
Yeah, probably Bitcoin from 30K to 127K, swing trading it all the way from top to bottom, and ordinals would be my two best. Yeah, like puppet specifically 0.03 to half a Bitcoin, with Bitcoin going from 40K to 127 to factor in as well.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like obviously Solana was my biggest one. Like from $17 and $30 to like what? Yeah, 250 and 220. I think I sold. But Radium was big, but I didn't put a lot into Radium. I only put like 500 or a grand in and walked away with like a decent bag. But I scaled out along the way.
I know what you mean, but if only 50K would have been life changing, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You started with small bags though. We both.
Yeah, I started with such a small bag. Exactly.
I remember, bro. Just a quick go back down memory lane. I remember very distinctly. It was 2022, and I was flipping NFTs, and I'd made a bit of money on NFTs that week. We're going through that bear market when NFTs were starting to go up again, but not the blue chips, fresh mints like we just went through. And I made a bit of money during that time, and it never leave me. And my wife said to me, I said, "Oh, babe, I had a good week this week. I made some money selling NFTs." And she was like, "Oh, yeah, but it's just not that much money, is it?" I remember when she said that, and it's not enough to sustain an income. And I remember thinking at that time, fuck this, I'm going to show you when she said that. And that's when the 23 bull market came in. And I asked her 2 years later what she thinks. She goes, "Yeah, okay, you made some money. Well done." I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Well, sometimes you need someone to put in that knife and then go, right, 100%. I'm going to show you, man. Let me show you what I can do.
I think, I think the best trade would have been the punk trade, but I had to sell because I got scammed. But it did play out exactly as I thought. I bought it for 90K, thinking about a 250-ish. So it was about a 3x. That would have been a gigantic trade. But no, my biggest trade, if I think about it more recently from 2024, was Pengu / the Pudgy Penguin airdrop. I bought Pudgies, I bought little Pudgies, I bought rods. I swing traded the little Pudgies and the rods, and I obviously held the Pudgy Penguin. I sold the Pudgy Penguin for profit after the airdrop, and I walked away with like 100 grand Australian, like if not more, 120,000 Australian. So like there, it was a 6-figure trade. Like it's only like I don't have many 6-figure trades. I think that's probably one of the only couple six-figure trades. I've had a few high fives, but look, I partnering with FOMO, like I've been saying over the past few days, Craig, and looking at some of these trench plays, I get excited by the possibility of what like how in tuned we are in the market at the moment, that we do have the opportunities for me to probably make some more 6-figure trades. Because there's just so many, this AI stuff, this like obviously the prediction market stuff. So like I am very excited by that.
Yeah, no, so am I. I mean, you and me yesterday in GTG, we're starting to look at meme coins again, man. So that was pretty, that's quite unique. Some of them are starting to pop, some of them are popping off. Which is quite. Greeny was actually posting some CAs yesterday, man. I was cracking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm spending a bit of time on FOMO in the low cap, so we'll see how we go. It's just becoming familiar again. Like that's it. Like I'll try and swing trade a little bit with like small positions, like $100 or $500, and then I'll cut it aggressively. Like thank goodness I cut all those ones yesterday, Craig, because they all dumped overnight.
I had a look to that quest, specifically.
Yeah. Mice Meets asks the contrary question. Like, what are your biggest losses? That's a fantastic question. Fantastic question. I will say. Mine are the scams. Unfortunately, I lost it. Yeah, I'll be transparent. I lost a fucking lot of money to the scam in April last year. I lost over 200K US to that scam. From a trading loss, I'm incredibly ruthless these days. So let's say I've only lost probably max mid 4 figures. Like I don't really lose too much like bigger than that because I'm too ruthless in my invalidations. But in 2021, I lost 30K to a scam as well. So I'd say my scams, if I can avoid scams, I'm probably better in the long term.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't lose. I mean, in my previous cycles, I round tripped, like my first ever cycle, I round trip, 10, 15 grand. 2021, I then got scammed. Then I chased it all. So I did throw away like 20 grand chasing losses into the NFT scam. But these days, I don't really lose too much. Like I'll be transparent. I lost 10 grand late last year in leverage trading because I was chasing trades that weren't there. I was over allocating. I was over leveraging. Whereas this year, I've been a lot more profitable with futures trading because I've honed it in, built the framework, built the understanding, been extremely strict with like 1% art. I mean, yesterday, Craig, I shared that I took some L's. I took a 0.5 L. I should bring that up on stream. But like, yeah, yesterday I literally tweeted out that I took some L's after a really good month of trading Bitcoin. I took some L's yesterday, but again, it was all managed okay. I only lost 0.5 R risk because I'm only allocating a small portion to the trades. Here it is here. Like I took a 10% loss on Pengu. I obviously got stopped break in profit on Bitcoin. I took an 18% loss on XRP and a 22% loss on Doge. But because I only had 1% allocation for each trade, it means that in total, I only lost 0.5 R loss on the entire port on Bybit. So look, and this is so true, this point here, learn how to lose and you'll learn how to win long term. Like if you learn how to lose, that is the secret to winning longer term.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Mine would probably be, I mean, it was unrealized, but when I first got into crypto, it was Top Shot. That was the NFTs. And then straight from there in March, I got into VV, which was NFTs on their platform. And I ran up a portfolio from 10 grand US to $250,000, 300K.
Yeah.
And ended up finally selling it for about 30K.
3x, baby.
3x, baby. Could have had a
perspective. Chat perspective.
Yeah. So yeah.
Unrealized is unrealized. Okay.
And I'll tell you the moment that I knew I should have sold. That rich friend I told you about, I was messaging him daily saying I'm up 10K US today. I'm up 30K US today. I'm up 40K US today. And then it was funny. He messaged me about 2 months later going, how's it all going? And I was like, fuck, I'm down, not down, but I've gone from a 300 port to about 100K port. Yeah. So that's round tripping. So I don't know if you'd call I personally call that you could call it not a loss. I still call it a loss. I mean, I know it was unrealized, but I saw the number on the screen. So for me, it kind of still resonates as a loss because there was a moment in time when I could have locked in that figure and I didn't. And to this day, the only answer I can give you as to why is greed. And it's a terrible drug. Fear's the same at the bottom. Greed's probably worse for me personally. I find it.
It's hard. Think back to abstract, and I know Razuka's in the comments here. Damn, that's the first I've heard of you about me disclosing. Yeah, 200. I was 200 US too, not Australian. So it was a lot.
Oh, it makes my toes.
And I could do. There was nothing I could do about it. It was literally purely a tax loss. It was. That was the only thing I could do about it. Yeah, no, Razuka's there. Oh yeah, abstract. Oh, look how much money we made, like 6 figures. It's like, oh, bro, look at the signs. Look at the signs. Realize the signs in person when they're happening.
They were all there in hindsight.
Oh, it is. You just get you are right. You get so caught up in the.
You get drunk on your own
success
too. Exactly. You're like, I'm the man. I knew this was right. You almost feel more proud about being right than the money in your account, and that's so wrong. True.
So true.
Like it's bragging rights on the timeline, isn't it? You're like, I ran this port up from a 10K to 300K. It's like, did you sell the 300? No, I didn't. I sold it at 30. Oh, so you actually turned 10K into 30. Yeah.
Well, yes. Let's pivot to the sponsored segment. As always, not
Absolutely.
financial advice, guys, where this is a shout out to FOMO for partnering with us. If you are interested, guys, I'll drop it in the chat. Highly recommend it. Craig and I are trading on FOMO. Sign up there, get a little discount, I think, on your fees, but you can follow us, obviously, on the platform as well. It's in the link, and I did put the Bybit link in the chat too, Keegan, if you are interested. I think you get a deposit bonus up to 30K on Bybit if you sign up with that link. Look, cards is the one we're going to talk about because it is now back and rallied after a significant sell-off initially back in, when is that? Like 2025. Now, I got something to talk about this because Arthur Hayes, Craig, there's a big reason it kind of pumped a little bit over the last few days, but we're obviously going to talk about Juicy Cooks here, who's up $250,000 after getting in and sizing him with 5 grand clips at around at around the 11 to 12 sort of region. And did double dip again at the 37 million. And is now up $250,000 on this TCG play. GG's to him. There's a few big wins here as well. Ultimate Old Pheasant is up 101K as well. Juicy Cooks updates his thesis on FOMO, which is the social aspect of this platform. I have to constantly update my thesis because the revenue grows so much every month. I guess that's a good problem to have. But Craig, we have a bit of a bearish pattern emerging here. Arthur Hayes shills the ticker cards yesterday. Now, this guy has a chronic history of manipulation. He pumped and dumped Hyperliquid. He pumped and dumped a few other tokens recently. And this is a bit of a toppish signal for me if this big dog starts to shill cards. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very bullish on cards. However, Arthur Hayes is my exit liquidity. I am officially up 2x over the past few days on cards after getting in at around 40-ish million. And obviously shared that within the GTG community here. As you can see, revenue is staying sticky. Yeah, look, I talked about it for a while. I've decided to take a little bit of profit here purely because it's a really nice rally. I would love to see a bit of a correction here, similar to VVV. Goes back, retests previous all-time highs, a rejection or a bit of a corrective wave, and then potentially that cup and handle forming there before heading to new all-time highs. But there is a world here that I could see this going to new all-time highs, Craig. So what is your opinion on cards right now? Do you think they can continue to rally? The float's obviously really small. The revenue that they are making is up there inside the top 10 for TCGs. And for people that maybe don't know what this is a collector card platform. Basically, you can rip gachas. The probability of you getting a better card than ripping Pokemon cards in real life is superior. And obviously, they're also trying to fix the liquidity behind, obviously, the P2P sort of market of collectible cards. So it's not just Pokemon cards. They obviously have other things on the platform. And this has rallied all the way from the low $10 million range to 74 million over the past couple of months, Craig. I managed to catch it a little bit late and very happy about that. But Arthur Hayes talking about it is a little bit bearish for me. What are your thoughts around all of this situation at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, the actual product itself seems great. Like, I wish I'd got into this earlier. It's such a good, it's the perfect timing, man, with obviously cards and ripping packs going bonkers at the moment. It's all I've seen on the timeline. Kind of made me feel a bit sidelined because I just haven't been into that side of the market before. Not for a long time, man. Not since I was in my teens. So I'm a bit like, I don't really know what's happening on that side of the market, I must admit. And then I saw this token come and I didn't quite understand it, didn't give it the time of day. And then obviously it rallied really nicely. My take on it is good product. For how long is my concern. Arthur Hayes then shilling it. I was like, oh man, I wish I was in this. Like when he shilled it, I'm not getting in after Arthur just posted.
It's a red flag. It is a red flag.
Like great for holders, bro. That's exactly what you want. Like if you can get into a position and then have one of those guys talk about your coin,
whoever it is, GG's, bro.
Job done. Take some profit, kick back. Like that's the dream, bro. Like GG. So great trade, first of all, for you. Great trade for GTG. Good thesis, played out. Love to see it. Arthur Hayes shilling it, even better. That's the icing on the cake. For the people that don't know why we're kind of dunking on Arthur was saying hype to 150. Hyperliquid's going to 150 and then dumped his at about $60 or something like that. So the guy's notorious for giving a random number that he thinks it's going to and then selling 3x below what his target was.
After pumping it to his 800K Twitter followers, just to mind you, okay? So that's where the manipulation comes in.
Little bit, not the greatest etiquette there, and he's done this several times. He did it with Hyperliquid. He did it with
Zcash, was it?
Zcash.
Was a few. Yeah.
Craig's still holding his testicle. Yes, I am. I'm down a bit on that. I was actually up on it for a while. So look, I understand we all have bags that we show. I do it, Greenie does it, but it's how you do it, man. And I'm not putting figures on things, man. I'm not saying Hyperliquid's going to 150 and then I dump at 60. Like that's just And I'm talking he dumped the next day or something, like straight away. It wasn't like he took his time anyway. So for me, great to be in that coin. If you were, if you are up multiples, not financial advice, but I would at least take, if that was me, I'd get my initial out now if I was up at least, so I can't get hurt, and then just let this play ride. I think it's still a great play. I think.
Oh yeah, like revenue 760 for the past 24 hours, 4.36 million puts it inside the top 10 of all crypto for protocols. Okay, you got Tether and that's crazy, right? That's pretty good effort. You got Tether at the top, Circle second, Hyperliquid third, Canton fourth, Polymarket fifth, Tron sixth, Pump seventh, Collectible Cards seventh. So
it's amazing that it's eighth, man. Far out.
Exactly. So they could. I mean, yeah, they could still keep on going. That's the thing, and like it's always hard, but like I'd much rather take profit into a big pump and see it go higher than not take profit and see it come lower based on analysis that I think could potentially happen.
You can always re-enter if you're really frothing on it, man. If you love this coin and you have to have more in it, take profits. This is what I do. I take profit. I'd swing it. I'd swing trade it. Take profit at all-time high, which is pretty much at now, if not at now. And then if there's a cool-off, re-enter with that bag. But now I think great coin, great success story. Look at those guys, like Juicy Kooks up 250K. Like,
not bad, bro. Not bad. Well, just
makes me feel like a rookie.
Just to talk on that topic too, TCG, which is another card ecosystem, which is obviously on Solana as well. Its tokens up to 8 million as well. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice, chat. But average Joe crypto, we've spoken about this guy before. He's up 73K as well on this token specifically. D's as well is up 73 grand on this. Damo as well, also up 50 grand on this. So Razmir's up 6K on this. So there's a few names that have been in this ecosystem of collectible cards and all of that sort of stuff for a while. But again, on the back of obviously Arthur Hayes shilling it to his hundreds of thousands of followers, good to see this. But it's showing you that again, we come back to this theme, Craig. It's proper revenue products that are thriving in this market at the moment and will continue to thrive in the bull market. Like this trend is so clear. And if you're still there trying to bull post Cardona, bull post AVAX, bull post Chainlink, like
why?
Sorry, bro, but you're broken. You're broken. You're going to miss the whole next bull market. Like it's so obvious where it's going to be
now, isn't it? It's products time. It's actually, this is what I thought the last bull run would be. Probably what we're seeing now is actual products. I guess it takes time after we had a pro crypto president come in. I guess US companies maybe got a bit more comfortable, which makes sense. Clarity Act coming through will help this even more, but it's really great to see some actual products generating revenue come through because it makes it a little bit easier for me personally to put money behind versus a dog token or a cat wearing a hat, which yesterday got.
How the hell? Sorry, how is that run again, bro? I'm sorry. Well, like how is this? This is nuts because someone shared it in GTG in the meme coin channel at like 200 or 100K, bro. And I was like, no, bro. I've seen this meme about 50 times over the past 3 years. And look at this thing. It's up at $1 million. Like, I'm sorry, but like, how does this shit run again and again and again and again? It makes no sense.
Copy traders can't help themselves with Ansem, bro. Oh. That guy, I don't like these big names coming out and doing this. I feel like they're just rinsing their followers, bro. But
they're hard,
anyway, like to be honest though, it is a sign of a bear market when even this can't get past $1 million, bro. Or sorry, it hit $1 million and then pulled back. This in a bull market with Ansem shilling this would have been at 50 mil. But GG to a couple of the people that got in GTG for about they'll be up 8x now. I saw this at about. I saw this at 250 yesterday.
Yeah, I think I saw it around 300. I was like, well, no, I'm not going to get it.
And I left it. I faded it because I was, there's multiple reasons why I faded it. And do you know what sucks?
We need to click more buttons now.
I shouldn't have faded it. I would have been up 2-3x now. And I should have swallowed my pride. But no, I shouldn't have. I'm glad I didn't.
Well, let's comment on some of these tokens as well. Kintara down to 10 million. I was in this, but I took a pretty much a break-even loss here. Very happy because it's down 50%, if not more now, from the highs.
This
Very
did look
much
toppy for a bit, didn't it? Though the
did,
chart, you and I was kind of. I still this could still run. It's just what will happen is your alpha play will pump, your beta plays pump, and you might see this. The beta plays will probably die off,
yeah,
and this might go again,
yeah.
or that's the end of this little mini gaming meta.
Gaming season on Solana, yeah,
It
because
can
there was
go
a
very
question.
quickly, man. This could leave
'Cause
quickly.
this was also one that Ansem Shield, and it went absolute. Like, this is the shit that you have to deal with, bro. It just went from 200, 300K to 3 million, but no one probably sold it
Can't
there.
miss.
So
Hey, how do you lose when you've got that much motion?
and anyways, I don't mind. Like, this is this is a Pokemon
Yeah, we
play.
dabbled with this yesterday. I dabbled and got
You know
out.
what, Craig? I actually don't mind this chart.
Still
Like,
not
as
bad.
always
I
not
just don't
financial
want to
advice.
ride the downtrend for too long on this.
Yeah, I don't mind this bouncing off the 886 multiple times overnight. I was looking to trade this breakout here and then break down a little bit, but came back down. So you know what? I don't mind this. I don't mind this.
Greeny's in. Here we go.
I don't mind this.
500.
I don't
He's
mind
rich.
this.
He's got
I don't
money,
mind
guys.
this. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But no, yeah. Anyways, we're not gonna trade on stream. It's been a long time since I've traded on stream, but that's because I've only just checked that chart right now. But anyways, back to the news. Shout out to FOMO. If you can sign up, I've dropped it in the chat. It's obviously in the link down below. Shout out to them for partnering with us. It's really cool to chat about. I mean, honestly, even if we don't partner with them moving forward, Craig, I'm probably going to be having the FOMO chart up, talking about what's happening in the trending part of the market. So,
well, it's good to see things actually happening and people are kind of getting excited again. I'm just really looking forward to some like the cards, for instance, stuff like that. Something unique, novel. Look, basically, it's rewrap shitters, but that's you need people to believe this is new. And that's all we need, man. So yeah. Anyway, the news: U.S. Senate passes bill to ban Federal Reserve from creating a CBDC. Why have they done this?
I don't know, bro, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, they want to make their own money. They don't want Tether and Circle and all these companies to make all their money. They want to make their own money from their fees and their transactions and all of that sort of side of things. So,
but they're banning the Federal Reserve from creating.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, bro.
Isn't that what they want? Don't they want the Federal Reserve creating a CBDC?
I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I thought they would have wanted that, but obviously they've got their fingers in the pies of other things.
That's
so perhaps,
very opposite to how they normally operate.
Yeah.
I don't trust this at all, bro. What's happening?
And meanwhile, the Senate also, as just below there as well, Senate proposed to release a crypto tax legislation as early as fall 2026. So that's obviously by the September. Yeah, interesting times in America. Ripple receives preliminary MiCA approval to offer regulated crypto payment services. That's pretty big, Craig. Definitely keeps me interested in Ripple moving forward as a fundamental banking service sort of token.
Yes.
What about you? Are you interested in Ripple at all, or nah?
I do. I actually don't mind XRP, dude. I don't mind it. It's got a friggin' ferocious community. And it does pump nicely each bull market. The last bull market was great with XRP, bro. I actually executed a stellar trade for my dad on that. Wish I'd done it for myself. But Dad made good X's on that. So congrats to myself and my dad, mostly to my dad who walked away with the money. It was nice to be able to do that for him. Well done, Dad. You out-traded me almost on that. I traded myself on it.
That's me and my scenario with my old man with Hyperliquid. He's out-traded me on Hyperliquid, bro.
It's funny when you do that for people, but no, I'm glad I could get a win. I do like XRP, bro, only from a couple of points of view. It pumps well into bull markets. And it doesn't actually look that bad on the chart at the moment versus a few other things. It doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look that bad. These guys continue to ship. I've heard about these crypto payment services all over the world for not decades, but a while now. So yeah, interesting to see what XRP do in the near future. Keegan says they did an awesome event during ETH Denver. Yeah, XRP has a massive. If you want engagement on the timeline, XRP is where you go. I've seen lots of people do it. I haven't delved into that side of crypto, but I've seen plenty of influencers and talking heads lean into that community for engagement. They are ravenous, man. They're a little bit like, no, actually, I won't say that. I won't say that. I'll shut my mouth. But yeah, they're very passionate. I guess that's what you want in holders, I suppose. But yeah, 589. We're going to 589 for those who know that conspiracy theory.
I mean, like you want to see it reclaim the fair below, otherwise it doesn't look good. It probably pushes back even lower, in my opinion. But yeah, it's at the bottom of the range. Let's see how it plays out over the next few weeks. But yeah, not a bad little token to keep on the radar as they continue to ship as well, Craig. Hopefully I didn't just get rid of that off stream. No, I didn't. Great. Okay, what about this one? So this is a bit of a spanner in the works. What happens to Bitcoin and crypto if the Clarity Act misses its deadline? I'm pretty sure the deadline, so it's pre-August recess window. The most likely outcome is not a crash, but a slow bleed of the passage premium already built into prices. I mean, that kind of summarizes it for me. Like, I would love to see a bit of a correction, personally, and I think that would be quite bearish, and that's exactly what we need to see at the end of a bear market. What are your thoughts?
I agree. If the act misses its deadline, we do continue to bleed out, but I don't think we bleed out because it misses the deadline. I think crypto's bleeding out anyway.
Yeah.
This will just it'll probably increase the blood that comes out, for lack of a better word. Consequently, if this passes, I do think it will have a favorable effect. Definitely long term, massive favorable effect. Short term, probably as well. So, I hope this passes, dude, because I'm sick of talking about it. It's the same as the Strait of Hormuz, like little Hormuz. However you say that, let's just. Oh man, it's been months. I mean, the Clarity Act's probably been longer than months. Has this been years? I don't know how long I've been speaking about this with you, but it feels like a long time. Let's just get this done, lawmakers. Let's get it done, man. Yeah, let's get this done. And then Luca can finally release quantum, whatever that thing's called, and we can all get rich on abstract. Isn't that what we're all waiting for?
I don't know. I don't even own anything on abstract, so. Yeah, I mean, yeah, interesting. Honestly, I kind of welcome the idea of it not being bullish and done.
Get it done. Let's just go lower faster. That'd suit me better.
I think that's what you want to see.
Speed to the downside, please.
Quick update on NFTs. Apes holding 2.7% increase in change over the past month. Pudgy's pretty much break even. Mutants up 9% in the past month, Craig. Milady's down 23%. Little Pudgy's up 6%. It looks as though not the derivative, but the larger second collection doing better than the primary collections across Pudgies and Apes at the moment, which is very interesting to see. Normies all the way back to 650, so down about 50% from the highs now. Non-playable character sitting at about pretty much break even for the month as well. Hyper all the way back to $13,000, down 30% over the past month. So a bit of a corrective period over in the NFT market, which isn't a surprise because Ethereum's still not really showing a lot of strength just here. But and Keegan, any thoughts on Cardano? I'm pretty sure we brought up the Cardano chart yesterday or the day before and absolutely shredded it to pieces. It's trading at 2020 prices or 2021 prices. Do not go anywhere near it. As not always financial advice, but from an education perspective, avoid it.
As a friend, Keegan, I'm suggesting not to purchase that token. Not financial advice, just as a friend. It's in disarray. We took the piss out of it yesterday. Cardano looks as bad as AVAX, man. AVAX is the new Cardano. Congratulations. Diabolical shitcoin. Don't. What's it even do, man?
Yeah. What's the point?
I know what it does. It makes Charles rich. I know what it does.
Yeah. What's the and you got to ask yourself these questions these days. Like, genuinely, why would you own that token over another token? Like,
what problem does it solve? Is probably my question. And then if you can answer that in one concise sentence, then I'll buy. Other than Louis Vuitton for Charles. Or new girlfriends and stuff, but. Yeah, great trade in 21, Ada, and a shite trade from about 22 onwards almost.
Yeah. Nah, it's a tough time in the market, man. Like, I mean, we'll go through some of the charts as well. Like, any NFTs really interest you here or not really? Like, if hypers trade back towards, like, I don't know. No, I don't know, bro. I just don't know.
I don't think the time's right. On that hyper trade for me just yet. NFTs, no, I'm not interested right now, mainly because Bitcoin looks like it's on the edge of the cliff. And I'm waiting for it to jump off. So I think my prediction for this week, with apes specifically bouncing, is going to be hamstrung by Ethereum this week. And I think your call for people to pivot from AI to memes is probably going to play out here by the looks of things. We're only Wednesday, but looks like your call is lining up nicely. and
My
mine will be
bold call for the week. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
think you're lining up nicely. Gigaverse for ROMs, bro. I looked at those the other day. They were down to like $50 or $80.
What?
I was selling Gigaverse ROMs at like $500, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Now they're like $50 or something. I looked the other day and I could, yeah, oh my God, $46.
This is
Shit.
it's so sad, but you got to take profits. You got to take profits.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good the game is or the
Look at
hype.
this. They were $600, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
I sold maybe 3 at 500. Thank fuck. One of my only good trades over there. Yeah. Shout out to, I mean, I like what these guys are doing, but it's a
they're
bear
still
market.
shipping a game. Yeah, it's just a bear market. It's tough running a project. It's tough running a token. It's tough running an NFT. It's tough one. It's just tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean,
It's tough on us all, Greedy. It's tough
it
on us
is.
all. I've
Well,
got so much grey hair coming in from this bear market.
oh, I mean, I've probably aged more in the last 3 years being full-time crypto than I have previously. And even though Cairo still calls me 13, I've definitely aged, man. The crinkles on my
Alive.
the wrinkles on my forehead are starting to come through as a 31-year-old, which is not a good sign. Surf breaking down, as we
Ooh.
said, ascending channel did play bearish. There was no volume increasing, double top there, slowing down of sentiment, people rotating to other plays like Surplus is up to 6 million overnight as well as an AI inference token. So look, interesting to see this play out, but not a surprise. We spoke about this a week ago or 2 weeks ago, saying that this could break down, and it has broken down. It's back now to the golden pocket at 30 million. Am I interested? Probably not, to be honest. Like I still own a portion, but honestly, I look at this and I go, probably deserves to trade back towards the 786, 886. Like you got to remember, this thing ran from sub 10 million to 65 million. So that's like like nearly a 10x, like an 8x in a very short amount of time, like 8x in about a 3-week period. So naturally, charts can't do that sustainably. I've read a bit of FUD on the timeline, people calling it a scam and stuff. So we never know. And that's always the question you have to ask in crypto is how much of these crypto AI tokens are actually like genuinely good projects / will they not be manipulated with tokenomics? Will they not be manipulated if they go public in other ways? Like it's
Is it
so
a
hard to know.
product?
It's so hard
Is
to
it a product
navigate.
that people will use?
Exactly. So
Not just crypto people, hopefully. You
yeah,
you
Web
really
2.
want a
Yeah,
project where non-crypto natives take to it. That's the dream, isn't it? That's where cards kind of is interesting to me.
exactly.
That's where this for me, like server, I mean, and you and me were glazing, and it's interesting how we glaze it on price go up and not on the way down. That's pretty standard human behavior. But I agree with you just from the point of view, you've got to be very aware that even if this is a great tech, attention moves.
Yes.
And I've seen this happen with very good projects that didn't deserve to dump and they still do because it's an
Mhm.
attention economy, especially in a bear market where liquidity is so
It
thin.
is exactly.
Like in a bull market, I would be still looking at this going, yeah, this is on. Now I'm like, if attention leaves this and we leave that sort of AI meta for a moment, which I think the AI, I agree with you, I think that's going to cool off for a bit. It ran really hot for what, a few months, which is quite a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
In crypto world, it's a long time.
Yeah.
I think this needs time to cool off. Probably same with VVV and all those. And as you said, maybe people are starting to rotate now. Maybe the rotation will go to some meme coins. You've got cards that's got a product. You've got even, I mean, we can speak just quickly about FOMO. They just did was it a Series B raise a couple of days ago?
75 mil. Yeah.
So they got 75 mil. It just shows you there's money out there, but it's for products, huh? So
Yeah.
wow, surplus. Gee whiz. What's this?
AI inference as well. They had the whole
Okay.
FUD because the founder sold quite a portion of the tokens to fund future endeavors or something. I can't remember
That's my
specifically.
favorite reason for the sale, eh?
But I mean, shout out to like Sakani's a great meme coin trader, or not even meme coin, but just trader. In the
Agreed.
trenches, and he's up like 40 grand on this from the lows. So but this is the thing. It's no longer a chuck a couple $100 in and walk away the 50, 100x. It's okay, size into stuff that looks
Yep.
good, that has a forming bottom here, that actually has shipping potential, has a strong community, fits a revenue model or something along those lines, building a business, size in, and then just take the 40%, the
Yep.
2x's, the 60% gainers. And that seems to be the meta these days.
That's and yeah, you and me spoke about this yesterday, and that's sort of the strat I'm considering with FOMO now, is going for larger size swings but on smaller moves. So not looking for a 5x, not even
Exactly.
necessarily looking for a 2, bro.
No.
Like take a 50% move, or like this, take a 40%, 10K in, 4K out, walk away with 14, go again.
Yeah.
That I quite like that sort of move. And so that is it Thakani? Is that how I say it? Thakani?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. That trading strategy actually resonates a lot with how I tend to like to move.
Yeah.
So I'm considering, like you and I spoke about it, I will move a decent amount of funds to FOMO, not just because we're partnered with them, just because I'm seeing traders successfully pull this off. And there is opportunity there. And I agree with you. I think the shift from AI to memes, I'm not saying everyone's going to go to memes. I think it's got to be meme. Not, it doesn't have to be a bit, but like you just said, those
Attention.
pillars.
Let's call them attention-based tokens. Is that
Yes,
a
yeah, it
yeah.
is. And what is getting the attention? It's not AI as much now. It's revenue generating products, which it has been with AI as well. Revenue generating ticks one, but then the physical products with the cards, that's brilliant in itself. Plus, cards has its own pocket meta that's kicking off, so it can actually
Yeah.
ride the coattails of that even bigger. And then you got Pokemon. You're talking about big brands here that can
Yeah.
it can ride the coattails of that. These AI plays, they're its own separate thing. These will pop off again. It's just like you said, attention economy. You just have to be quick here. It's a bear market, guys. Liquidity. There's only about 500 traders. I'm exaggerating. That's a napkin number. I'm throwing that out there, but it's not 100,000 of us now. It's way less. So be aware of that. When attention moves, the dump is fast, it's severe, and it may not come back. So be aware. That's probably a good way to segment into. Be careful, guys. This is risky.
Always.
But I'm sort of feeling it's less risky to go bigger and take these swings like the Carney's doing. I like that. GG to you. Wouldn't mind chatting to that guy. Does he ever chat on stream?
No, he has been on stream a couple of times. I can send him a message. Yeah, I've spoken to him.
Yeah, might as well. If he can, I know some of these traders probably aren't the best to speak to. Just
he has been on a few.
Yeah. They may not want to talk or may not be the best talkers. But if he can hold a convo, I'd quite like to pick his
I actually had that thought. I think once I move into the new house, I'll try and get him the week after. Yeah.
I think that would be great. Just someone who's approaching it in a slightly different way. That's, having success. That's the kind of people you want on the show. Who's winning and how? That's what we need, right? So GG to you.
Yeah. If we have a look here, big news just breaking as of right now. U.S. House officially passes bill to ban the Federal Reserve from creating a CBDC until 2030. So very bullish, very bullish. That's bullish for crypto. Because basically it means that, it just means that
that's good,
crypto,
right? That
is good. That is good. It means that it's like there's not going to be some random.
They're leaving it alone. The government aren't stepping into. Am I right that the government's essentially saying here they're not going to get into stables? No, this isn't stables. Hang on. It kind of is though.
A stable coin or a current, this is bullish. This is bullish for Tether. It's bullish for stable coins. It's bullish for crypto. That is bullish. It's good to see. It is good to see. But you never know.
You know who's running a very effective AI bot is Fitty, bro. Fitty.eth is everywhere posting under things. That guy is running.
As in he's commenting, like it's an AI bot commenting under.
I'm going to guess it is, because he's everywhere.
Holy smack, 572,000 posts, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
That is insane. That is insane.
I see him everywhere, bro. But I find, though, people that are doing that, I find the comments very lackluster.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. It's just, okay. It's either one or two things. You do it for exposure as a you want to, being in people's comments early means you get more exposure naturally because you're jumping on the back of their post going viral or getting views, right? And that's a strategy that used to work to get monetized, and they turned that off, which is smart of them. But it's also you could do that, but it also damages your reputation / your posts. Your posts then don't have as much engagement or authenticity, whatever we want to say here. Doesn't have as much traction because, you're just spamming replies to grow your brand and exposure. So it's you got to do a fine balance of both.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I just see a lot. I mean, you'll see it in your comments. I see it in mine. I'm like, oh my God, bro, turn that off.
Bots,
it's fucking annoying. Let's go, bro. And it's like, oh man, I don't know if that's helping your brand. It's actually
I genuinely miss just real commenters, bro.
Same. Like, I really do, because that's where you get into some really good conversations. You can do, but you've really got to encourage it, eh?
Yeah.
By the way, the algorithm is a little bit better, huh?
Yeah.
I agree
Engagement's
with
gone
your
up,
comment
followers
yesterday.
gone down. Yeah. Yeah.
Followers are down, but engagement on the post is,
Yeah.
yeah, you said it. You said it hits about 1,000 pretty quick.
Yeah.
500 to 1,000. 500 for me, probably 1,000 for you. But nice to see. It's kind of,
Mm.
they need to give that feedback loop to creators, because it gives
But
you
it's
that like
yeah.
feedback that feel good, but also this is working. Like, otherwise it's like,
But, yeah, yeah, whether this translates into anything more than just a boosted,
do you know what
uh
they've changed though? What has happened? What have they?
no, they just boosted the content. It's still the algo's still broken because your content doesn't go to your followers. If I follow people, I don't see their content on my For You page. I see whatever I have liked or whatever I've searched or whatever like, for example, the World Cup. I'll read one post about the World Cup and the next fucking 50 tweets will be about Messi or about Ronaldo. And then the next day I'll go read about Pumpcade as the prediction market yesterday as I was reading. And the next 50 posts will be about Polymarket and different prediction markets. And then I'll go searching for meme coins or something. The next 50 posts will be about shitters in the meme coin trenches. So it's like it's broken. Like Grok is actually broken right now. I really hope they can fix it. I really hope they can fix it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was nice to see a little boost though. It gave me a little kick, but yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that when you follow people, you're not getting served their content. Like,
Yeah.
there's so
Yeah.
I just had excuse me, I'm just hitting a red frog. For people who don't know, this is an Australian classic. My son loves these little red frogs. I had kicks come up on my page for the first time in
Yeah.
probably 3
The first
months,
time in a
bro.
while.
So I don't know if that's because he hasn't been posting or finally the algo served me as content, but I'm like, I follow people to see their content. I'm not even getting fed their content. It's
Yeah.
quite frustrating. Quite
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like them to fix that up, because I just feel that good creators aren't getting a fair go. And I don't mean me. I just mean the creators I want to see, I'm not seeing. So I'm assuming if
Mm.
people want to see me, they're not seeing me either. So hopefully they can fix it up. It feels like the algo used to be better a while back, but then I'm probably referring back to the bull market too, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you got to be careful not to confuse it with 23, 24, when I could put a post up about puppets and I get 500 comments because everyone is ravenous. You know, it's different now. Times are different. But how many people do you reckon have left?
What, crypto?
Yeah, what does it feel like to you on the timeline?
I don't really care, but I don't know. It's hard to know because people have pivoted. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's about how many people have left. It's about the behavior of accounts. That's how I like to track it. And so for me, when I see, no, I won't name, but you see some of the Coles who are like some of the best fucking Coles on the, like, shut up, bro. You don't have motion. And guess what they do now? They're now clipping other people to gain traction because they're leveraging people like what? Like as Logan Paul. They'll clip or Mr. Beast. They'll clip a content piece like Jack does because they realize that that shit's going viral because they're leveraging the content of a viral topic of a personality that's at the top of the food chain of social media. So they'll do that because their shitty content doesn't get enough reach, and they'll do that for engagement posts, or they'll do meme-based content where they just post an image and a caption. Me at 10 years old when I should have been buying Bitcoin, like sort of shit, like
Yeah,
just stupid, or yeah, that you can
playing
tell
the
like
video game, playing
yeah,
Doom or something, or
yeah,
like
exactly, right?
Counter
Like that's
Strike. Or,
like mimetic based content. You can always say you're a trash creator if that's what you're pivoting to. And there's so many, like some of the top people who are on your Cato lists and stuff are doing exactly that. And it's just the biggest. I look at those accounts. I go, you literally have no motion. You got lucky for a period of time, and now you're trying to maintain relevance. It's just hilarious because when you
InfoFi
come
accounts are probably struggling at the moment, huh?
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%. Look, they've all walked away with jobs because that's what the coal brands all do. They all give them jobs. Oh, yeah, these guys are the top of the X score. It's like, yeah, but it's more than that. So I always love to go deeper. I love to go, well, who, yeah, sure, engagement is engagement in terms of numbers, but ultimately, who actually has traction in terms of the stickiness of a follower, the validity of their posts over a long period of time. Like, why would you follow an account that just shares mimetic content or literally? I mean, I follow Jack because he is a clipper. I'm not going to go follow someone else like person A because they start clipping Mr. Beast
No.
content to farm views. I'm like, you're pathetic. Is your You're so insecure about your own content that now you're leveraging the biggest content creator on the earth. That's funny for me because you don't deserve longevity here. You don't deserve my time. You don't deserve my value. I will support plenty of people out there if they post genuine takes. Or, I mean, I follow, as I've said previously, I follow so many different traders. One, to support them, but two, because they give me insight in a way that I don't think about. So it's just so funny, bro. It's so funny. All those LARPs, like they come for a period of time. They weren't around here in 23. They weren't around here in 2024. They were here in 2025, and now they're trying to stay relevant in 2026. But they probably struggle in 26. They'll struggle in 27. They'll struggle in 2028. They'll try to stay up to date with the beta, with the narratives and all of that. But they're not trading it. That's the whole. All these people, they don't hold positions in the tokens they're talking about or the things that they do. We do. We have skin in the game. And I talk about things that I don't even hold. Like, that's the purpose of my content. So, look, I really hope that the new algo still positions people like us and hopefully favors it. It's been a tough time to grow on the platform purely because the explore page is now only pushing like a top 10 accounts in particular categories, right? Where it's always a lot harder for a mid-tier, even a low-tier creator to grow compared to what it was. We're obviously in a bear market, so naturally less people, less eyes on crypto, but also categorization of X into specific topics also hurts because naturally now, unless people have that tab turned on the platform, they're not going to see your content anymore. So you could still go viral. You're only going viral for a select amount of accounts. You're not going viral on the app anymore, unless people have all the options ticked, which, I mean, I do because I don't care. I'm like, I don't care. Like, don't stop trying to, like, the whole Nikita approach is literally to squash CT, but then promote people like Ansem to the wider audience. It sucks. It fucking sucks. And that's why I've pivoted a lot more to still putting YouTube videos up. I need to be way more consistent on Instagram because the best creators out there are a multi-platform creator. People who only create on one platform, you're gonna struggle if trends change or if you don't have motion anymore or your account gets banned. So these are all the sorts of things. I mean, that's a little bit of a rant about the X algo right now. Any comments from yourself? Probably the last topic we should talk about because, again, we're at a 90-minute stream.
Yeah, no, I echo all your sentiments. I saw Jack put up a comment the other day to someone who was clipping Mr. Beast videos and other videos, and Jack's like, "Hey, this is my lane."
Yeah.
And I cracked up because I was like, and he's like, "Look at all these clippers copying me now." I was like, "Bro, yeah, you're gonna get copied heaps now, dude, because people have clicked onto your little, you know." And this is not me having go, Jack. I think what he does is great. His clips are
it's his job. It's his job to clip. That's his job.
Like, exactly. That's what he does, and he's done it very well for a couple of years now, probably. But it did make me laugh because I did see some of these clippers doing it, and I did think of Jack. And then I saw Jack's comment. I was like, "Yeah, that's probably fair, man." He's probably like, "Motherfuckers, this is my lane, man. No one is clipping." Like, anyway, I guess, look, it's a market. Everyone's allowed to clip. But I must admit, I find it quite strange when these people were crypto people. Now they're clipping Mr. Beast videos or something that's nothing to do with their lane. I'm like, why are you serving this to your audience? Like, this, it's not
their content is shit. Their content is shit, bro.
I don't know. Yeah. So no, I'm not the biggest fan of clipping weird celebrities, talking weird shit like Logan Paul and Clavicula and all those spastics. But here we are, man. Here we are. So yeah, just I agree with Ashley on that comment. Just ban it forever. But I'm good to see governments not stepping in with banking coins, bro, because that was always one of the risks people were talking about back in the day, was if the government finally steps in and puts in a CBDC. Interesting that they say they can't until 2030, though. I guess they do need to put dates on it, or is that a sign that 2030 onwards, perhaps once the Clarity Act's passed and other frameworks been put down, then they will? Anyway, that's probably a story for another day and something to worry about in 4 years' time. But for now, I'm glad they're leaving it alone. That's actually quite a good story. That gives me hope that the power's perhaps going to stay in the people's hands a little bit longer, which is nice. I'm not anti-government. I'm just anti-government controlling everything in our lives. I think we deserve a little bit of freedom. And I've lived in countries before where government oversteps the mark a lot, being South Africa, telling people a little bit of history lessons. When I grew up in South Africa, I didn't have anyone of a different skin color in my school until I was 10. So no black kids were allowed in my school. When I went to the beach had signs, whites only. The toilets had signs, whites only. So I come from a time like that. So I've seen.
Yeah, it's a tough man.
I've lived it.
My wife's family, they're from Zimbabwe, so I get it.
Yeah, same thing, right? So I've seen government overreach at its worst, and I know there's worse stories than mine. But yeah, that's why I like crypto. I think power to the people. That's probably my little speech. Bitcoin, talk to me, Granny, before we end the show.
Bouncing from the golden pocket, which I didn't get to take the trade because I am live on stream with you all. God damn it, man. Mr. Potential.
10 a.m. is always a good EA.
Mr. Bloody trade here across the market. God damn, bro. God damn. Oh, well, it is what it is. But big levels ahead. You got to get above the VWAP. Got to get back above the point of control there, the orange line. Otherwise, still lower high, lower bearish, previous support, now resistance, and probably trades back lower. So look, staying patient. I think we trade back towards value area low at about 61s. If that doesn't hold, we trade back to 59K. So we'll wait and see. I mean, you could bounce from here as a golden pocket, tapped into the 4-hour order block, but we'll wait and see from there. Chat, as always, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Live again, same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Great to have so many people chatting. Shout out to Keegan, shout out to Raduka, shout out to Cairo, shout out to Hugo, shout out to everyone as well. Justin and Clipsy earlier in the stream as well. Guys, as always, we appreciate your feedback. We appreciate you chatting. We chat to you in real time. If you appreciate education around markets and financial markets, guys, drop a follow, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all the people who have given us a little 5-star rating across podcast platforms. Keep doing that because it helps the algo push us on those platforms, and we very much appreciate your support as well. And as always, Craig, have a lovely day, and we'll see everyone again tomorrow.
Thanks, Granny. Thanks.